Marcelo stopped his imported car when he saw Gabrielle pushing an old bicycle loaded with firewood. The 12-year-old boy's face was smeared with dirt, his thin arms trembling with effort. He should have been in school at that hour, but there he was, on that dirt road, working like an adult. Marcelo's blue suit looked completely out of place in that scene of simple houses and dust hanging in the air. Gabrielle didn't even notice the presence of his mother's employer. He kept moving forward, focused, bare feet stepping firmly on the ground, determined not to let a single piece of firewood fall. In that moment, realizing how little he knew about the real life of his own employee, Marcelo felt a different kind of weight in his chest. He stayed parked in the middle of the dirt road for several seconds, watching Gabrielle balance himself behind the pile of logs, his small body almost disappearing behind the trunks. The boy pulled the handlebars, made the bicycle creak, and continued pushing with difficulty, as if this were just another ordinary day. Marcelo took a deep breath, closed the door of his luxury car, and walked toward him. The blue suit drew attention amid the dust. Gabrielle only noticed him when the heavy footsteps got closer. He turned his face, and the expression of shock came almost instantly. "Mr. Marcelo?" he asked, out of breath, stopping pushing the bike. His frightened eyes moved up and down, from the polished shoes to the serious face. "Did you get lost?" Marcelo shook his head. "No, I didn't get lost. I came looking for you." Gabrielle's hands gripped the handlebars even tighter, his thin, dirt-stained fingers tense. "Did something happen to my mom? Did she fall? Did she get sick?" The fear for his mother was greater than any shame. "Your mom is working at my house, like always. I'm the one who wants to understand what you're doing here at this hour, carrying firewood." Gabrielle looked away toward the empty road. "I'm just helping, sir. Not every day, only when I can." Marcelo looked closely at the pile of logs. The weight was obvious. "How many trips have you made today?" "2," he answered quietly. "This is the third." His voice swallowed exhaustion. "And how much do you earn per trip?" 15 reals, he said without hesitation. "If I do 4, that's 60. It helps a lot at home." Marcelo tried to keep his tone neutral, but indignation was rising fast. "Who pays you that?" Gabrielle nodded toward a wooden shed a few meters ahead. "The owner there. He cuts it and I deliver it to customers down the street. It's close." The businessman observed the distance. It wasn't really that close for a child pushing so much weight. "You're 12 years old, Gabrielle. You should be in school right now." The boy took a deep breath, still not daring to look him in the eye. "I stopped going a few months ago. I was missing too much. The principal said I would fail again, so I decided to stop myself. It's hard to study when your head is full of overdue bills." The raw honesty of the child bothered Marcelo more than any adult complaint he had ever heard. "Does your mother know about this?" Gabrielle squeezed the handlebars until his knuckles turned white. "She thinks the school put me in the afternoon shift. I leave in the morning with my backpack, go to a friend's house, leave my things there, and come to work. She feels calmer thinking everything is okay." "You lie to her every day?" Marcelo asked, not aggressively, but firmly. The boy finally raised his eyes. "If I tell her the truth, she'll give up everything to run around trying to fix it. She's already too tired. I'd rather her angry at me for missing school than see her crying because there's no money to pay rent." The adult reasoning inside a child's body left Marcelo speechless for several seconds. Then a shout came from the shed. A thin man wearing a cap and a scruffy beard leaned out the door. "Hey kid, let's speed it up. That firewood isn't gonna walk itself." Marcelo turned. "He's your boss?" Gabrielle frowned, confused by the word. "He just pays me per trip, sir." The man walked over, wiping sweat with the hem of his shirt. "Who are you?" he asked, eyeing Marcelo's car suspiciously. "I'm the person responsible for this boy," Marcelo answered without hesitation. "I want to know why a child is doing an adult's job here." The man shrugged. He came looking for work. I just gave him an opportunity so he wouldn't be on the street doing something worse, right? Marcelo stepped closer, controlling his anger. Child labor is also something worse. The other man gave a dry laugh. "Look, doctor, if you started worrying about the law in this neighborhood, nobody would eat. The kid accepts it, the mother doesn't complain, I pay on time. Everybody wins." Gabrielle looked anxiously from one to the other. "Please don't fight with him, sir. I need to keep working here. If you make trouble, he won't let me come back." Marcelo stared at the boy, shocked to see him defending his own exploiter. He took out his wallet, counted some bills, and held them out to the man. "How much does he still have coming for the days he worked?" The man quickly assessed the pile of firewood. "Today is the third day this week, about 150. Marcelo placed 4 100 real notes in his hand. "Here's 400. Consider the boy's debt paid and the arrangement over." The man quickly stuffed the money in his pocket. "Fine by me. If you want him to come back another day, just say the word. I always need hands." "He won't be coming back," Marcelo said firmly. "And if I find out you're hiring other children, I'll be back, but with people who understand the law." The man gave a half-mocking smile, but stepped back. "All right, doctor. Good afternoon." He turned and went back into the shed, slamming the door. Gabriel still looked dazed. "You spent all that money on me? Why?" Marcelo helped him lighten the load on the bicycle a little. "Because today I finally saw what I didn't want to see for a very long time. Come on, let's put this bike in the trunk. You're not pushing anything else today." Gabriel held the handlebars while Marcelo lifted the front of the bike, and together they fitted the old frame into the car. The firewood was carefully set on the ground beside it. "But what about today's money?" the boy murmured. "I was counting on it." Marcelo took more bills from his pocket. "How much would you have earned if you finished the day?" Gabriel did quick mental math. "If I managed one more trip, about 60. Marcelo handed him a larger note. "Here's double that, and you won't lift another single piece of firewood." The boy held the money with trembling hands, unable to believe it. "You don't have to do this, sir." "Yes, I do," Marcelo replied, opening the passenger door. "Get in. We're going to your house to talk to your mother." Gabriel looked back at the dirt road, hesitating. "If my mom finds out I was working, she'll be angry." "She'll be angrier if she finds out alone later," Marcelo argued. "It's better she hears it from both of us." After a few seconds, the boy got into the car, carefully settling his dusty body on the light-colored seat, barely touching it for fear of dirtying it. Marcelo started the engine, the air conditioning came on, and the contrast with the heat outside brought immediate relief to Gabriel. At every corner, the boy gave short directions. "Turn there. Right at the next one. Keep going straight until the field." Marcelo noticed the houses becoming simpler and simpler, some with exposed bricks, others with broken windows boarded up with wood. Barefoot children ran along the narrow sidewalks. They stopped in front of a low house without plaster, painted in a faded old color. A small, rusty iron gate marked the entrance. Gabriel jumped out quickly, ran to open the gate, and gestured for Marcelo to drive halfway onto the sidewalk, as far as it was possible. "This is where we live," he said, almost in a whisper. Marcelo turned off the engine, got out, and noticed the care taken with the little they had. The dirt yard was swept clean. Some reused cans held well-tended plants. A clean cloth hung over the door like an improvised curtain. Inside, he found a small but tidy space. In the living room, a worn sofa covered with a clean sheet, a makeshift center table made from a wooden crate, an old television sitting on a low piece of furniture. The smell of cleaning products filled the place. "My mom cleans everything on the weekend," Gabriel explained. "She says it doesn't matter if the house is simple, it has to be clean." Marcelo noted, looking around. "Your mother is right." He approached the kitchen. The old refrigerator made a loud noise. When he opened it, he saw a few bottles of water, leftover rice in a container, 2 eggs, a small piece of cheese piece. On the shelf beside it, broken spaghetti in an open bag. On the table, carefully organized, lay a stack of folded bills. He picked up the first one and read the power cutoff notice. Another sheet showed an eviction notice with a date just a few days away. The large amount written at the bottom made him swallow hard. Gabriel, noticing where Marcelo's gaze went, leaned against the wall, embarrassed. "I was going to pay at least part of it with the firewood," he murmured, "but I don't know if it would have been enough in time." Marcelo turned to him. "Why didn't your mother ever tell me about this?" "She doesn't like asking anyone for anything, sir. She says it's bad to owe favors." The boy pulled out a chair and sat, rubbing his arms. "Ever since my dad left, things got tighter. He left overdue installments, rent kept going up, lots of bills. Then Mom started taking night cleaning jobs in another neighborhood, on top of working at your house. Even so, some months still don't close." Marcelo sat facing him. "And where's your father now?" Gabriel shrugged. "Last time he called, he said he went to try his luck in the interior of another state. Never sent money again, only promises. Mom cried a lot, but then she stopped. She says she can't wait anymore." Marcelo listened in silence, noticing how practically the boy spoke about abandonment, as if it were just another item on the monthly account. "Do you miss him?" Gabriel thought for a moment before answering. "I do, but I think I miss seeing my mom laugh more. When he was here, she still had hope that things would get better. Now she only talks about bills. Every night she takes a little notebook and does calculations until late." The weight of the situation grew heavier. Marcelo took his phone out and checked the time. He knew Olivia would be at his house, probably finishing the kitchen cleanup. He felt like calling her immediately, but took a deep breath. He needed to think about how to talk to her. Before he could decide, the phone rang. On the screen, Olivia. He answered. "Mr. Marcelo, sorry to bother you. Did you get home and not see me?
I was in the backyard hanging the children's clothes and noticed the gate was open. I got worried. The anguish in her voice felt even stronger now that he knew the reality of the house he was in. I'm not at home, Olivia. I'm at yours. On the other end, silence lasted several seconds. At mine? She repeated, almost breathless. Did something happen? Gabriel is here with me. He's okay. I want to talk to both of you. Can you come now? Now? But I still have the guest room to finish. Leave it, Marcelo cut in more firmly. I'll handle anything. Call in a rideshare and come. I'll pay. Olivia stammered in surprise. Are you sure, sir? I've never left work in the middle of the day. I'm sure. Come without fear. He hung up before she could keep explaining. Gabriel watched him with a mix of curiosity and fear. She's coming? Yes. She might get mad at me at first, but it's better she gets angry because you wanted to help than for her to find out everything alone when it's too late, Marcelo replied. The boy stayed quiet, looking at his own scraped hands. I just didn't want her to feel like a failure, you know? She works so hard. Marcelo interrupted gently. Failure is abandoning your child. Your mother does the opposite. You and she are trying to survive in a game with unfair rules. That's not failure. That's resistance.
Gabriel didn't fully understand the last phrase, but the intention reached him. You got angry because I was working in secret. I got angry seeing a child being exploited. I got angry that I, with everything I have, never stopped to ask if your mother needed anything. The boy looked at him sincerely. My mom always says you're a good boss, that you pay on time, treat her with respect, don't yell. She says that's already a lot. Marcelo felt an uncomfortable shame. Respecting someone isn't a favor, Gabriel. It's an obligation. Paying on time doesn't mean I've been fair. Only today did I realize how much more I could have done. Time passed slowly until they heard a car stop on the street. Gabriel went to the window and saw his mother get out hurriedly, still in her work uniform, clutching her bag to her chest. She entered breathless, eyes scanning the house until she found Gabriel on the sofa and Marcelo standing in the living room. Gabriel, are you okay? What happened? She ran to hug her son, checking him as if looking for injuries. She turned to Marcelo, eyes full of tears and fear. Mr. Marcelo, please forgive me. I don't know what he did, but he's just a child. If Gabriel did something wrong, deduct it from my salary, but please don't call the police. He's a good boy. Olivia, stop. Marcelo raised a hand. He didn't do anything wrong. The one who was wrong was me. Olivia froze, confused, hands still on her son's shoulders. I saw Gabriel today working, carrying firewood to earn 15 reals. I saw your 12-year-old son doing an adult's job to try to pay the electricity bill. Olivia covered her mouth. The crying broke out forcefully. The shame of having her poverty exposed was overwhelming. I didn't know what to do, she sobbed. His father left debts, rent went up. I work extra on weekends, I clean at night, but the bills never close. I didn't know Gabriel was working. I thought he was at school. Gabriel hugged his mother around the waist. I'm sorry, Mom. I just wanted to help. I couldn't stand seeing you counting coins to buy rice. Marcelo watched the mother and son embrace in that poor living room, love and desperation painfully mixed. He stepped closer and picked up the eviction notice from the table. This ends today, he said, tearing the paper in half. The sound echoed in the silence. Olivia looked at the pieces falling to the floor without understanding. But sir, the debt, I will pay. I will pay the debt, Marcelo said firmly, and we're going to fix this situation once and for all. Olivia shook her head desperately. I can't accept. It's too much money. How will I pay you back? It's not a loan, Marcelo replied. It's my responsibility. For 5 years, you took care of my house, earning a salary that barely let you survive. I never asked if it was enough. I never took interest in your real life. He knelt in front of Gabriel, placing his hands on the boy's thin shoulders. You are brave, Gabriel. You tried to carry the world on your back to save your family. But no child should ever have to do that. From today on, your only job is to study. Olivia cried silently, tears streaming down her tired face. Mr. Marcelo, I don't know what to say. Say you accept my help. Say you'll let me do what I should have done a long time ago, he replied, standing up. Gabriel looked back and forth between them, still not fully believing it. What if you change your mind? What if you think we're taking advantage? Marcelo held the boy's gaze. If I change my mind, that will be my problem, not yours. But I won't change.
because today I learned something no one ever taught me. Money sitting in a bank isn't worth more than a child being able to study with fear. Olivia stood slowly, approached Marcelo, and carefully took his hands. "Thank you," she said, voice choked. "I always asked God to take care of my son. I never imagined the answer would come through my boss." Marcelo felt deeply touched. "I'm not doing you a favor, Olivia. I'm trying to do what's right." Gabriel approached shyly. "Are you really going to help us? For real?" "For real," Marcelo confirmed. "But I need you to trust me. We'll talk more, make plans for the future. Maybe a prep course for you, Gabriel. I have some contacts. I can look for scholarships." The boy's eyes shined for the first time that afternoon. "A prep course? If you dedicate yourself to studying, yes, but no more heavy work, no more missing school." Gabriel nodded vigorously. "I promise I won't miss anymore. I'll be the best student in the class." Olivia ran her hand through her son's hair, emotional. "I always knew you were capable. I just didn't know how to give you the chance." Marcelo took out his phone.
Tomorrow, I'll go to the bank and settle all the overdue bills. Then we'll go to Gabriel's school and talk to the principal about his future. Gabriel was speechless. You're going to talk to the principal? Yes. If you have potential for a scholarship, I want to know how I can support you. Materials, reinforcement classes, whatever's necessary. Olivia looked lost, as if she had been transported to another world. I never imagined our life could change so much in one day. It hasn't changed everything yet, Marcelo said, but today was the first step. And that step began when I decided not to pretend I didn't see your son on that dirt road. The sound of a pot boiling in the kitchen caught Gabriel's attention. He ran to check. The rice didn't burn, he said, smiling. Today, at least we'll have dinner without worrying about the power being cut. Marcelo watched this simple scene with a tightness in his chest. He knew there was still much more to do, many difficult conversations ahead. He also knew he needed to rethink how he treated other employees. But at that moment, the focus was Gabriel and Olivia. When the simple dinner was ready, Gabriel insisted that Marcel eat with them. It's just rice and egg, but it's well made. Marcelo hesitated but accepted. Sitting at that small table, sharing a basic meal, touched him deeply. Every bite carried meaning far beyond taste. After they ate, night had fallen. The yellow light of the room illuminated Olivia's calmer face and Gabriel's hopeful eyes. Marcelo stood up, ready to leave. I need to go now. I have some things to take care of, but tomorrow morning I start handling your bills. Olivia walked him to the door. Thank you again. I don't know how I'll repay you. Keep working the way you always have, raise Gabriel, and accept that sometimes you deserve rest and care too, he replied. Gabriel approached, still shy. Are you really coming back tomorrow? Marcelo placed a hand on the boy's shoulder. Yes, and we haven't even talked about something important I'm planning for you yet. Gabriel frowned curiously. What is it, Mr. Marcelo? Marcelo smiled, pausing deliberately before answering. How about, besides going back to school, you start seriously thinking about becoming an engineer, like you've always dreamed? Gabriel froze for several seconds, processing the words he had just heard. Engineer, the profession he used to draw in old notebooks on nights when hunger kept him awake, a career that seemed as distant as the stars. Are you serious? He asked, voice trembling. Can I really become an engineer? Marcelo placed both hands on the boy's shoulders, feeling the fragile bones under the worn t-shirt. Not only can you will, but you have to promise me one thing. Gabriel nodded quickly, eyes shining with a hope he hadn't felt in months. Anything, Mr. Marcelo. Marcelo smiled and stood, feeling something change permanently inside him. Then tomorrow we start. I'll handle your bills and then we'll go to the school to talk about your future. Olivia approached, still crying, now tears of relief and gratitude. Mr. Marcelo, I don't know how to thank you. I don't know how I'll ever repay all of this. Repay it by taking care of yourself too, he replied, noticing for the first time how beautiful her eyes were despite the exhaustion. You spend your life taking care of others. Now it's time someone took care of you. The words struck deep in Olivia's heart. It had been so long since anyone worried about her that she had forgotten what it felt like to be seen as a person, not just labor. Marcelo said goodbye and left into the night,
but his mind couldn't switch off. For the first time in years, he felt he was doing something that truly mattered.
Don't miss the next episode. Subscribe now to see how Marcello changes Gabriel and Olivia's lives forever.